How's it going, everyone? I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMoviescreens.com, and I got another movie to review for you guys. Sorry, that was my phone, and that would be 20th Century Women. Now, if you don't know what this movie is about, essentially, it's three different women in different periods of their life, whether it be a teenager, young adult, or a well-established adult, if you will. I don't want to say old person. Anyways, they are growing up in the late 70s, and that's pretty much our movie. So I didn't know what to make of this movie. I didn't know what it was about, but the fact that A24 was behind it, I was excited. I don't care what anything, whatever A24 wants to put out, I will give it a shot. There's been a few of them that have been a mishap for me, but for the most part, they just knock it out of the park, and they're starting to create these kind of underground cinema classics that are going to be remembered for years to come. Is this one of those movies? Not really, but I will say this: it is a solid film for sure. So let's get real and break down 20th Century Women. So let's start with the writing and directing. Director and writer of the film, Mike Mills. The one thing I can really appreciate about the film is that he brought us a story that we can all relate to, whether it be that the freedom of being a teenager and being confused by love and understanding that you can be a lot more vulnerable than you put on, because teenagers come off as invincible and they just want to take on the world. But when they were faced with real life problems, it does not go so well, and they start to kind of learn from their mistakes and just kind of grow as people. He also shows that middle age where, say you graduate from college and you don't know what to do with your life. You don't know your purpose is. You don't know what kind of journey you want to take. You're just still kind of figuring it out for yourself. Or whether it be a more established adult and you've been on this earth for quite some time and you feel like you've completed life and you feel like you've gotten all the fulfillment you can get out of it, but there's still a lot more life to kind of live and live it to the fullest, try new things, and kind of embrace all the smaller, intimate moments of the people around you, and don't take anything for granted type of deal. So that's what I really love about the film, is that he showcases these three separate age groups, and whether you are a guy or a girl, you can get along on the story, get on board, and really kind of relate to it in some way, shape, or form. The characters themselves, I found slightly interesting, and I felt like there was an emotional depth there that only scratched the surface, and it wasn't really explored as much as I thought it would be. Elle Fanning plays the teenager, and she really captures that rebellious teenager vibe, where she is just kind of discovering her sexuality and just kind of discovering love and friendship and all that stuff. And Greta Gerwig plays this very vulnerable type of subdued person that she normally doesn't play, and she's the character that's in the middle where she's still trying to figure out her life. And then of course Annette Bening, who plays the mother of the son in the movie, and she's still trying to find a little bit more out of life, while still appreciating everything around her. So the characters themselves are written well, and they're compelling enough to make me want to care and kind of go along this journey with them of self-discovery. But I thought for the most part the characters, and this is one of the negatives, is that I feel like they weren't explored as much as I thought they would be, and really kind of dive into the characteristics and the personalities even deeper than what was presented, and really kind of go into their psyche. I'm not looking for some extravagant we gotta know their inner thoughts and stuff, but which, by the way, it does have inner thoughts, but you guys know what I mean. But I felt like all the building blocks were there. I felt like it just wasn't built into something a little bit more powerful than I thought it would be, because when you capture life like this and the slice of life that is growing up and kind of understanding life and finding your purpose and enjoying it and whatnot, there's a lot of dramatic elements there that work really well, and there's a lot of humorous elements that work really well to really showcase life and what it's like. But when your characters are interesting enough to care about but not really explored, it can slow the movie down for you, because you're just waiting for that one moment for it's oh wow, I actually emotionally connect to that person or this moment right now. Yes, there are some hints of backstory and some hints of their past that they kind of bring up, but then it's not really brought up ever again type of deal. Or something will be brought up and you figure it'd have a bigger emotional impact, but it doesn't for some weird reason. I don't know, maybe it's just me that I'm not really connecting to it all that much, because I really enjoyed the movie quite a bit. So that would be my only negatives with the writing and directing. And the directing style isn't like anything outstanding or anything. It's just kind of like it's a well-rounded drama with some great kind of subtle, dry, humorous moments that the director kind of conjures up, because you don't want to make like this downer movie for 2 hours. You want to have some levity and kind of show that life is not all drab all the time. You can have these spurts of like hope and laughter and stuff. And so Mike Mills really kind of nails that down perfectly. And like I said, the characters are interesting enough. I just felt like they weren't developed as much as I thought they would be. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. And the dialogue was a little bit too much on the nose when it comes to the characters expressing their emotions a little bit, but it really didn't distract me. And another thing that I need to bring up with the writing is that this little kid didn't go to school like hardly at all in the movie. Like, I wish I had that life. I mean, basically for 2 hours, there was my subconscious was going, why is this kid not in school? So I don't know. Doesn't, like I said, doesn't deter from the story, but I figured I'd just bring it up. Acting wise, there's no negatives here. Everyone was wonderful. Annette Bening, can we just say at this point that she's just simply a national treasure? Anytime when she pops in a movie, I'm super excited to see. In this one, she plays like that, nurturing mother, but still very stern and, doesn't hold anything back and still teaches you life lessons while still nurturing you at the same time. That's some really good complexity within the mother character. But as far as the character herself, like I said, not really explored that much. But the performance itself from Annette Bening, she provides that character very, very well. So, and she smoked a crap ton of cigarettes in that movie. But I thought she, like I said, brought that motherly aspect, but also the kind of like, doing the best she can as a single mother to teach her son about life and getting him ready for it as best as she can. So I appreciate her performance. Greta Gerwig as the middle adult, if you will, trying to figure out everything and find her purpose in life. I don't know. I really like this performance quite a bit from her, and this was actually one of my favorite ones she's ever done. I felt like she was really vulnerable and like I said, kind of broken as a character, but really confident towards the end. Like, she had like this nice little, it's not a big arc, but it's a nice little character arc that I really appreciated. And Greta Gerwig delivered it very well from beginning to end. Elle Fanning plays the teenager, and she has the teenage angst quality about her, where she seems dangerous but still likable at the same time. But then when her emotional walls are broken down, you can definitely see that there's some pain and suffering and confusion normally when you're at that age about love and certain things. So I thought she delivered it very well. And Billy Crudup, he plays the elderly gentleman, and not elderly, but the older gentleman in the film, plays as kind of like a father figure to the son. He does very well, and the son as well. I mean, everyone's good. Everyone is fits their characters well. Everyone was likable, and you root for them the whole way through and stuff, and you just want to follow their journey. So I think casting this great group of actors and actresses, I think, really does help the story and the characters, because you can attach to these actors and actresses easily because they are so damn likable. Cinematography, I gotta be honest, it's not like the best cinematography of the year or anything, but besides the opening shot and the vibrant colors from the set design and art direction, it's not bad. It's just like it's there. It's capable cinematography that holds together a movie well to keep your eye visually entertained while the dramatic elements and the characters are happening within the scene. So I mean, but the opening shot was really good. It was like, because it was a shot of waves, just very calming in the ocean. And I don't know if the director did this on purpose, but I almost took that as it's the calm before the storm type of deal. So I don't know. Yeah, that's probably not it, but you guys get it. But yeah, cinematography, not really, that good, but the 70s do kind of have that vibrant color palette that you would want. So that's nice to look at. Editing wise, the movie is just about 2 hours. And I gotta be honest with you guys, because I want to be honest for you as if you were seeing this for the first time. I have a feeling that a lot of people find the 2 hours a little bit sluggish, because it is Not really a fast-paced movie. It is kind of an exploration movie with, these three characters just kind of living life and kind of understanding it as they go. And so that's not really a movie that, is wham, bam, action, all this and stuff. It's more dialogue based and character driven, which I had no problem with. I really enjoyed the pacing of it quite a bit, actually. But that 2 hours in the back of my mind did feel a little bit sluggish. I wasn't going to be dishonest with myself. Like, I'm enjoying this, but it does feel a bit slow. So I'm just giving you guys a warning going into the movie. So overall, guys, I think it's a wonderful slice of life, and it's about growing up and just simply living from every single age group imaginable. It can relate to anyone. Not my favorite A24 film, but definitely not my least favorite. American Honey and Spring Breakers and Barely Lethal. But hey, I'm not going to mention any names. But my score for this one, guys, for 20th Century Women, I'm going to give a solid B. So what did you guys see in 20th Century Women? Have you even heard of it? Comment in place for my face and let me know what you thought of this movie. So I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMovieScreenings.com, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later. A24, baby. A24 for life.